was your favorite experience on the set?
Well, I got to essentially run from one beautiful monument in Paris to the next. And when I say run, I mean literally sprint full speed, because my character is having a panic attack looking for his laptop, which of course is flying through the sky. And what was amazing about that is, one, you get to see the city and all of its beauty, but two, you get to eat like all of the croissants and eggs and cheese and chocolate that you want, and then just burn through those calories. So it was great. I had a nice equilibrium going. I felt great the whole time.
Okay, and I'm guessing now you speak French fluently then too, right?
Oh, obviamente. And when I say French, I mean Spanish with kind of a French accent. Yeah. But I will be going back to Paris for the premiere there, which is amazing. So I have about 6 days to become fluent and not make a fool of myself like I've just done here.
So what's on the top of your list when you go back to Paris? Is there anything you didn't get to see while you were there?
I think I got to see a lot of the city I'd love to see again. I didn't get to see the catacombs, which I don't know how excited I am to see, because it's like 30,000 skeletons. It's supposed to be beautiful and they're organized really amazingly, but they're still skeletons. So I think I'm going to skip the catacombs round two. First week, people were like, so did you go to the catacombs? We hear they're one of the most beautiful things. I'm like, you know what? I didn't have time. And now that I'm going back, they're like, well, now you got to go. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just not that down with skeletons. So I don't know. I'm only going to be there for 3 days. So I think I'm going to be with my wife. We're going to walk around, enjoy the town, and, find some new restaurants and sights to see. Yeah.
So in all of your running, what was your favorite spot that you got to see?
Oh, you're going to try to make me say something in French. Okay.
That works too.
All right. Well, I really love the Sainte-Chapelle, which was the chapel where, if I ruin this, my grandmother's going to be really upset. This is her favorite spot in France. But where Louis the 14th would go, his own personal church, which has the most incredible stained glass windows. But then there was also the bridge, the Pont Alexandre, the Trois, the third, I don't know, which is like the most, thank you, which is the most beautiful bridge in the world, maybe, arguably. And I got to just run up it, Pont Alexandre Trois. See, I'm pretty good. No,
I don't speak French, so that sounds...
Thank you.
It sounds great to me.
Yeah, don't look it up. It's right on the money. So that bridge it was under the rain, so it was beautiful, and everybody else was freezing except for me, because I was sprinting, 2 sprained ankles, shin splints. No, not one complaint in the world. It was beautiful.
Well, you took one for the team.
Absolutely, yeah. I have the legs of like a 95-year-old, because I trained for a marathon once upon a time, which the marathon was then canceled, but now I got all these cracks and creaks, and but hopefully you can't tell in the movie. Hopefully it looks like I'm a trained athlete, which once upon a time I was. So, yeah.
So this is a love story. Do you think audiences will learn anything from love by watching the film?
Well, man, anyone who has something, there is a good amount of romance. It is called French Kiss, so when you name your movie French Kiss, you got to deliver. So there, without spoiling anything, there's some nice romance at the end. But I think of all the lessons to be learned from this, it's kind of not to be too cliche, but it's kind of about stopping and taking, into consideration your surroundings, smelling those roses. The roses in French. So I think you see this character's transformation from not caring at all about French culture and what's happening in Paris to falling in love with the city and falling in love with the special lady. So I do think that you'll see his journey, and it's fantastical, and there's a lot of magic and ghosts, and so you're not going to relate with those particular things, perchance. Maybe you will if you've met some ghosts, but I do think that it's an uplifting, inspiring, and optimistic story.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you so much. It was fun.